Warning: Josh is not an expert in any of the crap he talks about. He simply uses his head and does a lot of research so you, the audience, don't have to. Keep in mind, he doesn't know everything, so take the he says with a grain of salt.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast that'll change the world. I'm your host, Mr. Quarantino, and today we're going to have kind of a BS day and talk about fights and a bunch of other stuff. And I have here with me my good friend and MMA fighter, actually, Mr. JJ Nelson. Give a round of applause. All right.
What's going on?
Going pretty good.
What's going on, buddy?
You remember the last time we tried to do this?
Yep, the fucking technical difficulties and shit.
Yeah, literally, I talked about it in an episode I recorded. I just posted.
It works. This computer works perfectly fine, and then overnight just wants to Ultron. The shit just breaks down.
Yeah.
No one knows why.
It was a MacBook Pro 12, so it was a 2012. So
shit, I've had MacBooks that are like 20 years old that I still have today.
I don't have that one now.
That little motherfucker with the Apple on the back right there. That old one. That's like iPhone 1, 3, 4 generation. Like, remember when they had the laptop that just opens up? I still got that.
Yeah. See now
storage.
What I found out though is that the programs I use, because I use Adobe like Premiere and Audition for video and audio editing, that stuff runs up how much you use your laptop. Like, it puts it at full force. Like this new laptop is like you could do online streaming gaming on it. That's how advanced it is.
I never really understood all that stuff.
See, I don't understand it either. I'm not a tech guy at all, so I only break them. I don't know how to fix or replace them. But this one's pretty OP. It's pretty OP, so it definitely shouldn't have the same issues. But yeah, so let's go ahead and just start off kicking it off by recapping what we were trying to talk about last time. Everything that's going on with Jake Paul, because you see now he's gotten called out by Kamaru Usman to step in the cage. He's gotten a conflict with DC.
Never gonna happen.
He got in the brawl with Floyd Mayweather too.
Never gonna happen.
Like, what are your thoughts on the Floyd Mayweather brawl?
I got one word for this fool. Actually, both of these clown pretty much is the word. They're clown. Every time I see these videos of these guys, they're clowns. Like, I don't, from being a fighter and watching these guys do YouTube and make money off that, and then you got fighters that have been fighting for years making money off of fighting because that's their job. Mm-hmm. That's career.
And it's a hard thing to make money off of,
provide for their family. We need money. Like, so they have to be a certain level to get that check. And so UFC, Bellator, One Championship, Risen, Glory, all those companies right there are right here. Everything else is right here. This is where you want to be. This is where you make the money. I'm sorry to say, but you don't make money down here, amateur shit, and your whatever pro shows at this level, you don't make money. You got to go up here to the promotions and sign a contract.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to get into for money.
Yeah, you have to be that good. You have to be dedicated. You have to have the social
media appeal too.
Yeah, and a fan base, somewhat of a fan base, if you want to. I don't know who hates you, who loves you, but it's all about how you promote yourself and how you carry yourself. Win with class, lose with class. What you say on the mic, what you don't say on the mic, behind the scenes, on the scenes, off and on. There's all kind of big correlation of just do your thing and just make sure you're dedicated. You know, like I need to be dedicated to do stuff like this. I still do. I haven't done it in a while because I'm kind of taking a break. I just had my daughter, so I'm trying to focus on that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She's almost 6 months now, and it's crazy, but damn, love of my life. And I'm trying to work on that right now, but eventually I'm going to get back into it where I'll call back to Matt with the WFC, and I could get that going. Or I could just, eventually drive or fly out to California and do some shit like that. I haven't really decided yet. That's the road destination I need to get to, though, to go pro. I'm trying to sign a contract. That's my goal.
Yeah, and if you want to, because I'm to like to more immerse myself in the MMA community and better understanding, because I'm trying to get more into the sport itself. So if you want, you could always come with me, like exercise, because I go to the gym 5 days a week and then I run on Fridays. So we could always do that to help you get going whenever you're ready.
I saw some shit yesterday, and it's like, there ain't no just running 2 miles. Like, we have to run like 6 miles,
like
8 miles every day.
That's what I'm trying to work on right now. Right now, I can only do like 1.5 miles.
That's what I got.
Stopping a couple times, but I plan on trying to get more going.
8 miles a day, and I promise you will see results. You have no choice but to see results. Your body will start losing fat regardless. Cardio will be significantly better within 2 weeks, better than even a little bit better than what you were 2 weeks ago. So it's like, and if you continue doing that for several months, your cardio is going to be unbelievable. You'll be unstoppable, and I'm sure you could just fucking fight anybody. I mean, within the weight, but I mean, still,
yeah.
But still, it's you know what I mean, like the cardio and shit. You'll have like a monstrosity gas tank. Like you'll be good to go.
Yeah, and like right now, I'm just like trying to like build myself, add some muscle mass. Then I plan on once I get to my goal, then I start trimming down, get more to cardio, getting all that stuff going. We kind of went off topic. We were talking about Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather.
We can go back to that, man. It's all good.
No worries.
Rewind right back.
But no, I've been enjoying some of the results I've been seeing though with lifting, because when I started, I'm just about today's the last day of week 9. And I've been going 5 days every week. I started at the very beginning, just recovering from my surgery. And then, like, my deadlift and squat was, like, 160, 170. And now that has gone up to about, like, 260, 270. So I'm definitely building up. And once I get to... I
can't remember the last time I benched. I think it was, like... I benched, like, I topped out at 175. That's...
Yeah, I'm trying to get there.
Like, I know people go way higher, and I'm like, good for you guys. I'm like, no, I don't lift weights that much. I should, but I don't. But, I mean, I'll lift weights when I need to go up in weight class or 2. Yeah. But until then, that ain't going to happen. I'll lift a little bit to get my body to where it needs to be, but other than that, I'm doing bare minimum in the weight room, man. I'm just working on my cardio. That's what I want. But, yeah, I think the best I could do is 175. And then I could maybe put up 205 one time, and that's like every ounce of. Yeah. That's it right there. That's all of it. Like that's all my energy right there. Because believe it or not, 205. That bitch is hard. And I know some of you guys out there.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's easy as fuck. Woo woo woo. NFL players, football players. You just throw it up there like nothing. Congratulations. But I mean, I'm just saying. That's what I.
No, yeah. It's right now. It's like I could probably do like one rep of like 160, 165, but I haven't been able to hit 170 plus yet. I'm hoping within the next 2 months I could try to like top out like 210 or 215. That's my goal. But otherwise, I've never been really much of a bench person because like I have like a scrawny back, and I always felt like it was weird because my shoulder blade's always rolling to the sides when trying to bench. But now it's like I didn't realize, like we were talking about a little bit ago, I didn't realize how much I was actually working on my back until like the last couple days, and so it's been helping a lot better with stability. You
start feeling the tweaks and shit. You start getting up in the morning. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. I didn't stretch. You start feeling. Oh, I'm never doing back there. That's what I did when I was doing my fucking calves and shit.
Yeah.
I did those fucking calf raises and shit on the curbs and shit. Pow, pow, pow. Oh my God, I could not walk for 3 days straight. I literally could not. I had to walk funny and shit because my shits were pulling every time I took a step. And I'm like, oh, yep, that's it for it. I'm never doing that workout again.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was working on my calves either because like a week and a half ago, I was in my shorts just walking around, and all of a sudden I noticed like, oh shit, I got some definition. Like you could see a shadow off the line. I'm like, ooh, finally I got some meat on that bone.
You got to get Johnny Bravo going, you know. So got some, ka-chow right there. But back to the discussion at hand.
Logan, Jake Paul situation.
These guys are pussy.
Now I do understand and respect their end. They understand it's entertainment, so they're doing a lot of stuff out of rouse for the entertainment factor because you see a lot of other fighters do that. But I feel like Jake, he's going to try hard with it and.
Motherfucker got the shit tattooed on him.
Yeah, it's like I felt like first off, it's like,
why would you get that tattooed on your body? I'm just saying, what? Doing a joke is one thing. Doing it on live television and TV is completely another.
He also
but
sold
getting
merch.
it tattooed on your really
15 minutes after it happened, he created designs
You're that
for shirts and started
buddy?
selling them.
You're that desperate for clout? You're that desperate for clout. You live in a big ass house, $14 million house, and you're that desperate for clout. Come on, man. Dude, you see Mayweather posting pictures of his house and doing all this stupid shit? I'm gonna get a tattoo of me fucking punching McGregor in the face. Like, well, like no, he don't get that's the difference between you and him. That's the difference between Logan and Mayweather. Mayweather is a guy that can win with class and lose with class. Logan Paul, who wants to come up and steal success, steal everything that Mayweather's worked for, just cut him off right there short. Just be that one. Guess what? Do you think Mayweather is literally about to lose the only loss in his boxing career to a fucking YouTube bitch? No. Mayweather will lose to Pacquiao before he loses to one of these scrubs. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's what I.
I feel like there's the remote possibility of a shock upset, but I feel like a lot of that would play into the fact that Floyd's
that motherfucker
older,
with the world's luckiest
and then
punch.
Logan's a lot bigger. Like I feel like that's gonna be like the only real advantage where it could do that shock upset, but otherwise,
Mayweather is 5'8". Logan is what, 6 feet tall?
He's like 6'2".
6'1", 6'2", or some shit.
Yeah,
he's 5'8".
Yeah,
so there's a big height difference there.
Yeah, 30-pound weight difference
hey,
too.
Hey man, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, right?
Yeah,
that's just one.
And
that's
more
just one
more
right
cardio
there.
they eat up too.
We also got, what was that one Bible? That fucking.
Oh, David and Goliath.
Goliath. What happened to Goliath? That motherfucker came tumbling down. He got hit with a rock in the sling. So it's like size don't really matter there. So that's out. So he's already proven age isn't no difference. Because how old was McGregor at the time? He was like in his late 20s.
Yeah, late 20s or just beginning of his 30s.
29,
and Floyd
30.
was still on the end of his
30s.
He's still dominating McGregor.
He was still 40, and he beat the shit out of McGregor. I'm sorry that
he worked McGregor. He was patient.
He waited you out.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be kind of the same game plan. He's just gonna, because Floyd is all like, "I'm gonna pick the round. There's no problem."
Floyd said he determines when the fight's gonna end, and it's the truth. He's gonna determine when the fight's gonna start and end. It's gonna start, but he knows when it's gonna end. He don't have to let the fight go. If he wants to let the fight go, he'll let it go. If he wants to let it go, end early, he's gonna end the shit early. Second round, it's gonna end in the second round. It's all up to him. This guy here, it doesn't even matter what fucking Logan Paul does. To be 100% honest, because you got Ryan Garcia.
I would love to see Ryan Garcia get
Logan
some
Paul moves about Mayweather. Like, Ryan, you've never fought Mayweather before. Just because you watch him doesn't mean you've gotten in the ring with him. You don't know what it's like to spar Mayweather.
Yeah, so he just needs more experience.
You're teaching someone how to fight someone that you've never had no contact with this person at all. You just maybe hi-bye or you've seen videos of him. No, bro. You have to literally physically train and feel this guy. Like, this is how he is. I've sparred with him. I have the experience. You don't have shit. So I don't understand how you could train someone to beat somebody when you've never fucking trained with them or even talked to them in your life. You've heard of them, you've seen them, but you've never talked to them. So it's like,
I would love to see Ryan Garcia fight Jake Paul, because he brought a contract to Jake to fight, but Jake, he didn't do shit about it. I would love to see that fight.
Because they're not gonna fight real fighters. They don't fight real fighters. They fight retired fucking people, YouTubers,
retired wrestlers,
retired
basketball players,
curly-headed fuck wrestlers. Yeah. And they don't retired NBA players. I mean, another retarded YouTuber that nobody knows the name of. What's his name? Fucking Gibb or some shit.
Yeah, Innocent Gibb.
Isan.
Gibb.
Yeah. What the? Who is that?
Who is that? He does apparently get a lot of respect over in the UK because he spars a lot with Vidal, and he's a YouTuber, but he is a legit fighter and boxer. He has a professional.
Are you kidding me?
But Anderson Gibb, he was KSI's
legit boxer.
Vidal, yeah, he's gonna
no. I know Vidal Ridley is a
but hold on.
Anderson
Gibbs trains with Vidal on a daily basis, and he also helped KSI with his he also sparred with KSI and helped prepare him for his fights against Logan Paul each time. So I feel like Anderson Gibb, he's kind of like he's falling under the radar. He did get dominated in that fight against Jake Paul, and that's definitely tarnished his record. So I hope he comes back against Taylor Holding.
All these bums are just making this Jake guy look so good. You guys are making him look so good, and then he's bragging about it. He's bragging about it. Who the fuck brags about beating a retired NBA player? Dude, he's retired. What?
And you could tell he never fought before.
I'm like dumbfounded watching this shit. I almost didn't even want to watch the last one. Like the one with him and Ben Askren. Yeah. I think that was 100% staged. I'm sorry. I'm gonna look and say I think that was staged. I think that was fake.
I think that was real because I think
he hit
Ben
him with
just
that
way
punch.
Underestimated him, and then he's a wrestler. He came off of a 15-month layoff from a hip replacement. And then he only had 12 weeks of training in boxing. So that I felt like he was just always at his
body at the weigh-ins.
Yeah, he was like
he had a fucking day in his life for that fight. He wasn't in shape at all.
I think he did train. He just some people like Chuck Liddell. He has that gut.
Yeah, I can't say that he did train because he did show. Yeah, he did show a bunch of videos of him training and improving.
Yeah, and he did improve, but I just think wasn't enough, and he's too old. I don't think his toughness is there anymore.
No, his toughness is definitely not there. I don't think it ever was there. The only thing I ever think was on his fucking side was luck. I think you were lucky for a whole decade, bro. Literally, straight up. You got lucky for a decade straight in one championship because I don't understand how someone can. How someone can't stop that fucking that takedown shit. He always does. I mean, he sniffing crotch shit. He does it all the time. Every fight, that's the first thing he does is shoot for the legs, and he always gets the shot. How can none of you guys stop that? How come none of you couldn't do what Masvidal did in 3 seconds? Like that could have been happened. Like think about that. Like immediately when he ran out for that knee, what did Ben Askren do? Put his head down. He was going for a shot.
And so I think too, the whole thing with Ben Askren, like during his one season, he was pretty phenomenal, and he could crush 2 watermelons with his arms, no problem. And he's been like doing wrestling ever since he was a kid, and he trained at home in his basement. So I feel like he was just so dominant during that time. Like one was during his prime, that's why he was able to beat like Douglas Lima, who's a current champion right now. But when he came into the UFC, I think that was the fall off point where he had already plateaued and past his prime, and he was now on the downward end of his athletic career, like Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman.
Anderson Silva's still fighting. He's just boxing.
He needs to retire.
He's boxing now, but at least he's still. But no, he can still move. You know, he's still in there and he's still moving.
I'm glad he's not doing MMA because of his leg.
Yeah, that's good because God knows what will happen if that shit breaks again.
Yeah, Jared Cannonier got big old boos because he kept on. Yeah, Jared Cannonier kept on kicking Anderson Silva's legs, and that's how he beat him. It was a doctor stoppage.
Walking with your foot like this and shit.
Yeah, I feel like there seems like there's a lot of fighters too that support this too. That Anderson Silva, the more he fights, the more he's gonna start to harm his legacy because he's already done so much. He has nothing left to prove, but he just feels like someone that doesn't want to quit. Kind of like BJ Penn, for example.
Yeah, neither does what's his name. Bennett, no. Who's still talking? Tito Ortiz. He's still talking, and he's in this FC, whatever it's called, FC or some shit. This other Fury. I don't even know. It's like some
Bellator.
Oh no.
Or did he already? Did he already?
He was done with that. Yeah, he was done with that organization. It was just It was the pay-per-view that he fought Chuck Liddell.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I know what promotion you're talking about. I don't remember
that promotion,
name,
that had fucking that Alberto Del Rio motherfucker and that professional wrestler.
Oh, okay, yeah,
he was a pro wrestler, and this was his first fight, and it was against I think Tito. It was against Tito or somebody.
Yeah,
dude,
I know what you're talking about. He's that one.
Or Ken Shamrock. It was fucking.
No, it was. Tito Ortiz did fight Ken Shamrock, but that was like during his beginning of his career. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was, the wrestler dude. He was
Alberto Del Rio, I think.
It was honestly pretty funny. He got dominated, of course, because it's like it's Tito Ortiz. He was like his career was kind of anyways, especially now on his like downward end of his career. Like he should already be retired, but it's like come on. It's like, come on, bro.
I think it's easy to beat him, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like anyone could beat him now at this point.
He's just too old.
I'm sorry. I just feel it is.
His trash talk is hilarious.
Tito, I think you're easy as fuck to beat. I think I could beat you any day of the week, twice on Sunday. Like, literally, it's not a problem, dude. This guy, like, literally, Chael Sonnen has literally sat here and verbally just assaulted you, and you did nothing. Like, I don't even know what the
I was actually watching that yesterday.
Yeah, like, literally, dude. Like, and all you could just say is, God, you're just a fucking punk.
Well, I think
that's literally all you can say after he said all that shit. Dude, I would have got up, went over there and slapped Chael right in the mouth, dude, literally, for talking. I don't even care if it's my ex-wife. I'm sure it's the mother of your kids if it's your ex-wife. That's even a more big of a problem. You may not be together, but that's the mother of your kids or whatever the case may be. But I mean, still, that's like, dude, I would slap the shit out of you saying some shit like that. He said the only person that makes money using their using their mouth.
The only person that makes money using their mouth is your ex-wife. That's what Chael said to Tito.
Is your ex, yeah, and that was like a damn moment.
Yeah, and I forget the dude's name that sits next to him. I think he's the one that fought Josh Koscheck and got banned from the UFC for the throwing a strike after the bell. But his face was like, I was saying that
Paul
though.
Daly?
But yeah, Paul Daly. Yeah,
Paul Daly. He fucking
didn't Paul Daly fight Michael Venom Page?
No. Oh no, not yet.
Not yet. I'm trying to remember who he fought because I thought it was.
I'm thinking. I think they did.
It was a really lackluster fight. Like it was just a lot of clinching.
No, it was him. Action. Yeah, it was him.
Yeah,
he was trying to get. He was doing lots of running away, and
yeah,
you should actually pull that one up. Can you pull that shit up?
I can pull it up on my phone. Nah, I can always pull up the fight afterwards too.
Like literally, we're gonna show you too. Don't you worry. It's some
MVP versus Paul Daly.
Semtex Daily. Shout out.
I'm gonna do the highlights because that's gonna be a long time going through all of it.
That guy, man, he busting heads.
I hate ads. I really hate ads.
Why do they fucking have ads?
Like, there's ads.
They just
on
have
everything
to make
now.
money, don't they?
And like they're like literally. I was talking about Six Flags with my friend Joe a few days ago, and then I started getting emails and all these ads about Six Flags. Okay. No, this is Michael Venom Page versus Paul Daly. You see MVP, he does his little. Now that was a pretty good crane kick.
See, like, dude, that was right in the damn fucking throat, nose.
Yeah.
See, look at
and then it's just dealing with a lot of ground. It was pretty. I remember it being pretty boring, but then he caught him with some clean shots. Oh.
See, and that's where you let emotions. You're letting emotions and shit overcome you, Paul Daly.
And I know Paul Daly has a bad habit of letting emotions get the best of him.
That's
that's what got him kicked out of the UFC, throwing the late shot against.
He lost. He threw a late shot. He walked over there across the gauge, tapped him on the shoulder, and punched him in the face. You can't even hit him while you're right there, dude. He got you right there. Look at him. Oh, shit!
Now that was a pretty good knee.
That was a pretty good Shinagog knee. That's a sucker. Hoi! He came in with a Shoryuken.
Yeah, I mean, and then this is just the highlights, but
how did he get on top of this fool?
Yeah, it was just a constant back and forth. Like during the full fight, it was just constant clinching. There wasn't there were moments of action, but otherwise it was just a lot of wrestling back and forth.
He's like so much stronger than Mike. He's so much stronger than MVP, but he just flips him over like nothing.
Yeah. You know, MVP being already like the main, main clout child.
Call me Steve. Oh, yeah, he is the winner.
Being the main clout child for Bellator. Did you see too that MVP is actually talking about wanting to transfer over to the UFC?
Shit,
I would love to see that. Imagine what weight class does he fight in? Like 155?
No, I think that's like welterweight or some shit. That's like
155 is lightweight.
I think that's middleweight or welterweight. That's
welterweight is 155 is lightweight. That's Habib, Connor, and everything. 170 is welterweight. I think he will. I think he is a 170 because Josh Koscheck wasn't he a welterweight? Because he fought Woodley, he fought George St. Pierre. So I don't think there's a 160 weight class in the UFC. I know there's a 170. Yeah, they've been like Dustin Poirier. He's
170 is
Kamaru Usman territory. That's 170 is welterweight. Dustin Poirier, he was one person that kind of advocated for like a 162.5 division, but they haven't done that. But yeah, so I think Michael Venom Page. Oh, him being
like
now
Michael
if he's
Chandler.
if MVP is in the lightweight division, I think he has much better chances. But I think in the welterweight, he's in trouble.
MVP.
Yeah, because then he's going against like
He just
Jorge.
went up in weight. You can't be doing the shit that
Colby,
Conor.
going Kamaru.
Connor goes up in weight and shit, and he's just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I think I could fucking smack these big guys like I did the 45s." No, dude.
Yeah,
don't
no.
work
Like
that.
he
You
had a
can't
hard
do that
time
shit.
against Diaz both fights
Yeah,
at
'cause
170,
Diaz is
and
a
he's
natural-
trying to
and I'm gonna
challenge
say it again,
Kamaru Usman.
a natural middleweight,
Yeah.
natural
Lightweight. Yeah, Like-
he fights at that weight.
yeah. Like he used to do 145, but then that's just too. That's too.
You're going
That's
up.
too small for him now.
You dominated a whole 45, and now you're going up to 70, dog. No, you're not hitting these guys like you hit them with one and done. It's just not happening. It's not, because it showed literally. Nate Diaz was like, eating all them shit. And you know.
And Nate Diaz, he is
beat his ass
he is
both
adorable.
times. I think Conor beat his ass both times. You could say whatever you want, but going off of what I watched, I think Conor whooped that nigga's ass both times. First time too, even when he got choked out, he was winning that whole fight up to that point.
Yeah, because he lost on the choke. I feel like the second fight, I feel like he did edge the win slightly because of the early rounds and being able to dominate Nate Diaz as he did.
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, but then that, of course, as the later rounds came, he just wasn't showing up. I think he was able to squeeze in with that third round or whichever late round he won. But
that last round, he was actually on the bottom on that last round.
yeah,
I think.
and the fight ended with him on the ground.
On the bottom. So, but hey, hats off to Conor. I'm glad he's doing better. He just had another baby, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
family of 3.
Yeah, I do hope he wins this trilogy fight because
I want him. I know he's gonna win his trilogy.
I hope
fight.
so.
This is a make or break for him, pretty much. He's lost so much. This is just about a make or break for him. Like, no cap. It literally, because he's lost an abundance amount of times. He hasn't won since
against Cerrone. Yeah, Cerrone was his last win.
He hasn't won in 2 years, so a year or two. So it's like that needs to be erased, dog. You need to get back up in there. I mean, you don't really have to. He doesn't have to fight anymore. The guy never really. He really doesn't.
Set for life.
He's set for life. He did everything right.
He has generational wealth.
He's about to be the owner of a fucking soccer team.
Mm-hmm. And you see, he's talking about the idea of hosting Diego Sanchez versus Joshua Fabia fight. Have you seen that? Dude, that shit is so hilarious. Freaking.
Yeah,
so you
McGregor Sports Entertainment.
Yeah, host. I would love to see that fight. I would absolutely love it because I feel like Joshua Fabia, like if I'm wrong on it.
Okay, first off, I'm just gonna ask right now. Do we have any information on this fucking Joshua Fabia guy?
He's like a self-educated guru that's learned from all around the world. He has no like formal educational background in MMA like every other fighter does, like you do, for example. But he came in saying he knows all this stuff, and Diego Sanchez was like his prized protege. But you saw once he came out with Diego Sanchez, it was just a downhill from there. And then Fabia was like, once his like all his training methods were getting shown, a lot of people were criticizing him, and then he was getting butthurt too for all the criticisms.
Yeah, they were all
and
saying, it's like it's
she
say,
yeah,
you know, it's like
it's the
here,
fight
like,
game. You got to deal with all the criticism and shit talking.
Yeah. Dana White's saying this, Joshua Fabia saying this.
Yeah. And now Joshua Fabia is accusing Dana White of having sexual relations with female fighters.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's accusing Diego of, like, stealing money from him, of doing drugs and all this stuff. And now they're saying
some shit like Diego's fucking, what is it? Fabia's like, you've been bringing me down or some shit like that.
Yeah, Fabia just went full offensive against Diego, and I think he's just starting to show his true colors. Because, I mean, like, I can understand their frustrations with a lot of the unnecessary criticism they got from people, but at the same time,
like,
he's got to accept that and move forward.
He came into Diego's life, like, out of nowhere, I feel.
Yeah, it was when Diego was just dealing with his divorce.
Like,
It was when he was just, like, at a low point in his life, and he was dealing with a lot of personal shit, and that's when Joshua came in. Then that's when Diego fired everybody else and just hired Joshua. And then Fabia just took over everything in regards to his training. And it went into a hardcore downward spiral. And then, but now Fabia is like full, like attacking Diego and all this
alkaline
stuff.
water shit.
Yeah. And now he's so down to fight Diego. I would love to see Diego get some vindication.
Does he know how to fight? Does that Joshua Fabia guy know how to fight?
I don't think so. I think he just acts like it. I nothing that I see online with his training stuff, and compared to like actual fighters training and all that stuff, like watching top team training footage from all the different these different places as well, but he just does not look like a real fighter. He knows what he's doing. Kind of like how with Diego like Steven Seagal
is a fucking, they call him the nightmare for a reason.
Yeah,
like, you know,
in Joe Rogan's words, he's the nuttiest motherfucker there is.
Yeah, I mean, Joe Rogan has a better chance than Joshua Fabia. I mean, and we've all seen this guy throw kicks in the back. This fucking guy's an animal, but we've never seen him get in there, so I can't really say that for sure. But I know that'd be a better fight than Diego Sanchez and Joshua Fabia. Yeah. Like, come on now, that's like Logan Paul versus Logan Paul. Like, which one do we know is gonna win here? Obviously the older brother, because this guy's a bitch, and he just. When Ben Askren asked him, "Hey man, does your brother fucking rub your face into the carpet every single day?" Some shit like that. Logan Paul.
You could tell that. You could tell that got under Jake's skin.
Yeah, it did.
When he started bringing up the bigger
That's
brother
why
stuff.
I brought it up. Yeah, because it did. You know, it did. He just sat there and he said some stupid ass fucking comment or some shit that he couldn't hear under his breath, and Ben Askren pretty much made him look real stupid up there. Yeah. Like they broke down his press conference and shit and what he was saying. And they're
like Ben clearly won the press conference.
And they're like, what? Like he said, do you know how to spell or do you know how to read or some shit like that?
Yeah, that trash talking was horrible.
He said that, do you want me to write your jokes for you? He or some shit like that. He clearly said that. And he was like, Georgia? Like, or said some shit like that, he was just, his trash talking was horrible. He's like, he said what, bro? You said I'm dumb. Oh God, embarrassing! Like,
look at the cock in that guy. Yeah, he said that at point, and then afterwards he was like, "Fuck, that was embarrassing."
Yeah, on you.
Yeah,
like that was stupid.
He needs to improve his trash talking, because he's thinking like his trash talk just seems more like high school BS. That's what it just seems like. Like there's professional trash talk and there's high school BS. If he wants to adapt his game, he needs to stop being so awkward with it and get comfortable. And then, like, he was saying on Impulsive, on, like, the last episode that he was on there, that during the trash talk, he was trying to work with him on the trash talk, but, like, Ben wasn't giving him anything. It's like, well, dude, okay, first off, they're not going to trash talk your way. They're not going to do things your way, period, no matter what. You got to just do your own thing and handle how it goes. You can't just feed off them and expect them to provide entertainment, too. You got to bring yourself. You're promoting yourself.
Right. You can't be sitting here and fucking just waiting for this guy to keep doing time.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna try to. Like, yeah, you gotta be smart about it, man. You can't just sit here and just let someone roast you all goddamn day long and not say anything or be quiet or just respond with a stupid comment, because then in turn just makes you look more stupid and more weak. So I'm just like,
you did get the vindication with the knockout.
I'll talk to you, but I'll be as humble as possible. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about your record. I'm not going to sit here and talk about the fights you lost. I'm not going to sit here and talk about your flaws, and I'm not going to sit here and talk about your holes in your game. I'm going to sit here and talk about the better man's going to get his hand raised the next day. The better man is going to walk out of there with a belt or a fucking dub. The better man is going to walk out of there unscathed with no cuts or no bruises or anything. The better man is literally going to be victorious tomorrow. And that's the only thing I care about. Words, actions speak louder than words. Okay? So, honestly, this press conference shit is fucking pointless. Like, literally, it's just an obligation because we're signed. Yeah. I'm sorry. That's the truth. It's an obligation that we're signed. It's part of the fucking contract. So, we got to do media bullshit. It's pointless. But I only care about fighting and making money, because that's literally what we're doing. Fighting and making money, not being paid to fucking sit here and talk to people at a press conference and answer questions. We're getting paid to fight people, not sit in front of lights and talk to people. Like, no, that's like a given. That's like something that's granted with the whole signing your contract, almost your life away type shit.
With the celebrity status.
With your celebrity status or whatever. But it's like I have one goal, and that is to get to the top and be remembered. I want to be remembered.
Yeah, you want to plant a legacy.
I want to be remembered. That's what I want to do. I want to be fucking remembered. I want everyone to know who I am, and I want my face on fucking people's t-shirts, TVs, billboards, everything. I want it all. I want that Connor fame. I'll tell you straight up. I want it all. So I can envision myself in there and how I'm gonna get there, but it just comes with the hard work. You know how hard work is.
Yeah, sooner you start getting in that grind too, the better, because then it's gonna only make things accelerate faster. That's why I'm trying to like do what I can to kind of like get my foot into the door with the whole MMA shit. Try to learn everything. But yeah, it takes a lot of grit, a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication.
It's a good gig. You get to break people's faces.
Break your face.
Yeah. To break some faces and stomp on some feet, break some legs.
Smash people.
Smash, punch, kick, throw a headbutt. No, I'm just kidding. But
I know
the whole experience is just unreal because you get to travel and do all these crazy things that you don't normally get to do with a 9 to 5 or whatever. It's not a 9 to 5. Yeah. It's completely different.
Stepping in that cage,
story.
Having the audience there, the exhilaration from it. Like I remember when I was there for your first fight over in Laughlin, and then like your walkthrough, like you were like dead serious, like you're ready to kill, and you're just going through there, had all the crowd around just cheering. You heard me and Cole Mitchell were all like screaming, "Go!"
Oh yeah, I think I do remember that.
Yeah, that was like back when we were like 19.
I think I do. Yeah, that was a long time. Yeah,
that was way back when. It was so cool though because we got to like go backstage and see all the setup and everything.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah.
It was so dope.
I remember, because I was like, come on, guys, you come see for a little bit, yada yada, and then I gotta go. Yeah, I was getting my hand wrapped and shit. Yep, that was fun as shit. It's still
that was awesome.
It's imagine when you're actually, you don't have like no jitters or butterflies or nothing.
You're confident and comfortable.
Yes,
you got that Mike Tyson mentality. Like he's going in and I'm terrified.
You just want to be confident. God. You just want to be confident. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to be. I mean, I wouldn't step in there unless
you had faith in yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't step in there unless I wanted to hurt you. Like literally, I signed a contract to hurt you, just like you signed one to hurt me.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna let that happen. I gotta knock you out quick. So that's how we start fighting. You're trying to knock me out, I'm trying to knock you out, submit you, whatever. But it ain't gonna be that easy. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's all I'm saying. It's never that easy to submit me. I'm just putting that on record now. Never.
Yeah. I remember when I used to train with you like after coming out of high school, and I did for like the few months at that gym. Every single time we tried to go, we wrestled and grappled. I just couldn't do anything. I remember I gave you a run for money at times, but it's like no matter what, I just couldn't do anything.
I'm just surviving and shit like half the time. I don't even like doing submissions. I just survive and shit.
Yeah.
And just do my shit. Literally, I ain't trying to fucking do all that fancy shit. I know how to do some fancy shit, but not a whole bunch.
You just like
to stand and scrap. I'm gonna fucking jump on it. But
yeah.
Other than that, you gotta be literally sitting there like giving it to me, like waiting for that fucking shit to be locked in for me to fucking be like, okay, whoa. But other than that, I'm like, get away, kick, punch you, fucking wrestle, get off.
Yeah.
Like that's my shit.
Yeah, let me pull up your fight actually.
That's my shit. I don't like being. I'll be honest. Yeah. But if you take me there, I'll be ready.
Yeah, because I mean, you have a full wrestling background too.
Always
so, I feel like I don't have any wrestling background or anything like that, other than like the shit that we used to do in high school and all that stuff, and what training I have.
I just had, 4 years, just 4 years of high school. Yeah. It ain't that big of a deal. It's just you just gotta do your 4 years. Just you learn. That's how I got in shape, man. Yeah. It's from the wrestling, the 4 years in high school, and the running every day. We'd have to run every day, and they made us get in shape, dog. Like,
yeah.
That's how I used to look when I was like pretty skinny in shape.
Yeah.
I mean, I gained a little bit of weight ever since, but I mean, I can get back to that real easy.
Yeah, it just takes a couple months, no problem. And then like in this fight, for example, because you're fighting, what's his name, Jared Gordon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Flash, but I mean, he was still the Jared Gordon, man.
Yeah.
He's motherfucker had 22 fights, so he he had some experience.
Yeah,
but really
and like you see here, you're not really you guys are just standing up straight and just brawling, and then you fucking knock him out clean right there, catch him with that clean overhand left with the ear. Damn, you do a little cartwheel.
I was really happy, and then that was a shout out to my boy McGregor because, oh man, I love the left hand. The left hand is gold. Sorry,
it is. It is. Especially if you catch it clean right behind the ear, you'll discombobulate and drop them.
My fight in Tahoe too, I hit that dude with that fucking left like 3 times in a row. I tried to knock him out, but I couldn't because that dude hit a fucking tough ass chin. He had an Eastern Island head fucking chin, so it was really difficult. You know what I'm saying? So it's
you handled him quick though, because that was the first round that you TKO'd him, right? Against Jared Gordon.
Yeah, 41 seconds, I think. It was like 40 on 39 seconds.
Yeah, because the video wasn't even that long. It was only like a minute 35.
I didn't even let it get to a minute, I don't think.
No.
Because I think right before I walked out, my buddy Damari DJ, he's like another one. I seen him. He was out there with his girl at the time, and I walked over to him, and he fucking, he was like, I was talking to him for a second, I was walking out. And he slapped the shit out of me, and just got me, boom, right across the face. Real good one. Boom. Yeah. Real good one, like a hard one, like a smelling salt, But it was like, woke me up and kind of, snapped me into a mood, you know what I'm saying? Like, was just like, all right, this is serious time. Yeah, let's go. So right after that, I was just all business and fucking wham bam, thank you, ma'am, got that shit done, knock you out, walked out of there, got the dub, and celebrated, it ain't nothing but. It was amateur, but I mean, it was hella experience. It was something I love to do, put on a show for people and entertain.
Yeah, I personally, I do want to experience what it's like to step in the cage and actually fight. Like I don't have an interest in pursuing a full fighting career or anything like that, but to get behind more experience with the commentary and everything, I like to do maybe 1 or 2 fights just to get that experience. Obviously, when I get more training, because right now I'm just doing lifting, but probably in another 2 months is when I'm going to start going to the gym that you're at, start training everything, because I want to learn more of BJJ, get better at wrestling, especially improve my boxing.
Bridge City. Well, there ain't nothing wrong with your shit now. You're great right now, just got to sharpen your tools a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just here or there, a little tweak here, a little tweak there, a little tweak there, and then you'll be right as rain.
Yeah, I have the 2 to 3 months at AZ Combat Sports where Kevin Atvedad trains. So I have that experience. And I felt like they did give me some pretty good tools, especially when it comes to grappling. I feel like I'm definitely a lot better with that. And I feel like too, my improvements with lifting so far is going to especially play an advantage. But I just need to sharpen my tools, get better with my stand up, improve my kicks. I feel like I have a pretty mean low kick, leg and body kick, but
good, man. You just gotta commit a little bit more.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
Yeah, and it's also because it's been a learning process for me to learn how to plant my foot properly with switching the heel or kinking the heel over to be able to properly coordinate thrust your hips. You commit
just a little bit, dude. Yeah. You're straight, honestly. There ain't nothing wrong with your shit. You just gotta commit a little bit more. That's the kick you want to knock the person out with. Do it. Literally follow through with it. Do it. Don't fucking half-ass pull it because he threw a punch as you're kicking him and kind of hit you. Dude, that's the risk you gotta take, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta take one to give one. You want the punch you ain't you might have to take a couple. You know what I'm saying? So
when the second time that I was sparring at AZ Combat Sports, it was the time after that you and I had gone and we sparred. I sparred this guy. He was 6'4", 6'5". He was a lot taller than me, had a lot bigger reach or greater reach than me. And so I was struggling at times to be able to get within range, and I'd have to eat a couple shots, but I was starting to pick up on his timing, and I was able to slip it real quick and then catch him with the left hook. I caught him with the clean right straight. It actually cooked him right on his eye.
Right there across the face, huh?
Yeah. So he was all oh crap. So I was oh shit, my bad. But yeah, I caught him clean, and then the coach also stepped in. It's come on, dude, you're telling him you got the reach, get him. And then he started to get into me a bit more. He was starting to get me more with a lot of the shots, and I had to go more for the body. But it was pretty good.
You got other You got the coaches in there coaching the other people instead of coaching you because you know you're gonna fuck them up. That's why they're coaching the other guy because you're whooping their ass.
Yeah, that's what
I think.
That's what happened with me during grappling. So when I was doing BJJ and I finally got my gi, I was grappling with this other guy who was like a 3rd or 4th degree white belt. We're standing up, and so I had his right sleeve. I was holding it. I wasn't doing anything, and because I had a specific game plan, and then after a quick second of him not expecting it all, I just all of a sudden quickly threw my right hand over, grabbed his sleeve, and then did a Russian tie and threw his ass to the side.
It's like I heard
all I heard after that, as soon as I jumped on him, oh! And then after that, as I'm trying to like get him and he's starting to like make some advancements, all I hear is the other coach like do it, get your leg over, no, now pull his head in, like that. He was getting coached. I was getting coached against so bad, but it was badass to be able to pull the Russian tie on him, and then, but yeah, I was getting coached against bad, and he was able to get the submission, but it was like damn.
Well, at least you still everyone everyone was behind you, and they're like, whoa,
yeah, it was pretty cool.
Much the whole gym was behind you and shit.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then afterwards, when I was changing, cool. another one of the guys came in. He was like, "Bro, that was a pretty sick move." I was like, "Damn, yeah," because we were both like right here. I had his sleeve, and then I just split second, fucking threw his ass, and he like came over here, and I was able to jump on top, and it was like, "Oh shit," because I've been wanting to do that for quite a long time. Seeing the Islam Makhachev do the Russian tie on one of DC's wrestlers.
Oh yeah,
that's why I wanted to try it.
Oh yeah, Makhachev or whatever his name is. That guy, dude, that fucking guy. All the Russian motherfuckers over there, they all train at AKA and shit. And I remember one time they brought in like a 19-year-old, some kid that was like a state wrestling champion or some shit, and the number 1 wrestler in the country or some shit.
Yeah, DC brought him over to wrestle.
His name was, I forgot his name. Zach Charles. I forgot his fucking name or some shit. Chase, that's what the kid's name was. Fucking Chase. He brought him in, and this kid actually could not take him down. I thought this kid was going to actually take Khabib down, but he actually could not.
Yeah.
He did not. Well, that's because Khabib's a fucking full-grown man, and this is a kid.
Yeah.
That's where that went. Now it goes to physical attributes and fucking experience.
And then you're facing the mighty eagle.
Yeah, he's 29-0, and he's a grown ass man.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just gonna muscle him to the ground. You're gonna be the first one in history to take him down in the training room, dog. No, no. I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen. He will be taken down.
That's a great experience for the kid, though. That's a great experience for the kid, though, to be able to wrestle Khabib. Because Khabib is just such a dominant wrestler.
And he was trying to take him down. Yeah. I mean, they were both doing they were fucking both trying.
Yeah, he was like,
man, he's stronger physically because he's been there. He has the experience.
Mm-hmm.
He knows where to grab you. He knows where to move and pick up. Like, he knows. That kid just does wrestling and shit.
Yeah, he was able. Like he did a good job for considering his background and experience, and I feel it was a good experience for him to be able to get that. But yeah, Khabib just being the fucking dominant animal he is, it was no matter what, it was guaranteed that he was going to outpace him.
Shit, man. I still believe in that fucking rematch. That damn rematch with Conor and Khabib.
Oh yeah, I wish it would happen. That rematch I could picture on, that dude. A movie from now, 10 years from now, a movie
Conor's gonna sleep that motherfucker, dude. I feel like
promise you. I feel like it would go Khabib's favor. I
you
really
think he'd win again?
Yeah, I feel so.
Nope.
I feel like the money.
On it.
I feel like just the money got to Conor because I was so like it sucks because I've always been such a huge McGregor fan, but I was right in his Khabib versus Conor fight. I knew he was going to lose that. I knew he was going to lose against Mayweather. I knew he was going to win against Cerrone. I had a feeling. I had a pretty good feeling he was going to lose against Dustin too. Like I didn't want to.
He was going to lose against Mayweather. Come on. Now.
Oh, I knew it. As much as I was rooting for him, yeah, you can even talk to Cole about it. Me and Cole watched the fight. Me and Cole, we watched the fight, and I was telling him the entire time, like, dude, as much as I want him to win, I think he's going to lose. I think what happened. I think
Conor was like way bigger than him.
No,
had 2 belts in 2 divisions in the UFC, and then was tremendously larger, longer reach, stronger physically.
And
none of that.
The reason why is because of his cardio. And I took the exact way the fight happened, the exact way that I knew it was going to happen.
That motherfucker lost the first 6 rounds, if that's the case, literally.
Yeah, because I was
10th.
Yeah, I was telling Cole, like, during the fight, I was telling Cole, like, watch.
Fight away.
I was telling Cole, like, during the fight, I was like, watch. Conor, he's just going to, he keeps on eating up all of his energy. He's going to get gassed in the first half of the fight like he did against Nate Diaz. And then Floyd is going to come back in the later rounds. And that's exactly what happened. I feel like the referee may have stopped it a little too early, but I feel like it could have gone.
Because I think the referee stepped in and saved that motherfucker a little bit. Yeah. Saved Floyd a bunch of times, because there was a bunch of times where, hey man, there ain't no rule against holding on to the waist of the opponent when the fucking guy turtles up, not doing shit, and fucking throwing one punch and the do.
Yeah, I know he kept on having trouble with hitting the back of the head. He kept on trying to collar tie. He was
trying, but Mayweather kept turning his fucking head. You watch Mayweather's turning his head on purpose every time, so that does happen. So what happens? So you have to break.
And I felt like that was like baiting with the MMA tendencies.
That's a bitch move right there, bro. That's a bitch move. I'm just saying. You did a lot. That was a bitch move. You did lots of those too in that fight, where you just turn your head and shit, and you get bunny ear hit, popped, punched, whatever the hell in the back of the head. What, dude? He landed the most punches against you and out of any opponent he's ever faced.
He did better. He landed more punches.
So
in the back
I don't want to hear shit. Like literally, if that would have went any further, oh man.
I don't know. It still went the way that I knew to. It's just I felt like Floyd was gonna outpace him, out cardio him, and Conor was just gonna tire himself out, because I've always known that he's a high twitch fighter, and he fights fast early, but then he starts to dwindle.
You could let the man go out on his shield, bro. That's what I would have wanted. I want to go out on my shield. If I'm gonna go down, let me go on my shield. Literally, I will literally. Don't save me. Don't step in and say, oh man, looked like you were getting your ass kicked, so I had to step in there. Did I hit the floor? Did I collapse? Was I on my knees? No, I'm not done yet. So once that happens, once I suffice life, or I have no fucking life in my body, and it looks like I'm unconscious, unless I'm unconscious, literally on the floor, can't stand up, or dead, don't stop the fight. Please don't. Let me hit the ground. That's how I think every fight should go. I mean, I might be wrong. I might be crazy. You might be. Whatever,
it's all about your own personal feelings on it.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Jorge's the same way.
You know, and that bare knuckle boxing. That's bare knuckle fighting. That's not fucking safe either. But it still happens. There's still fucking organizations. That's not safe at all. If someone gets punched right square in the nose and that goes back and kills them right into their brain, boom, done. All because you guys want to have a little fucking more extra, get more money and payday, and I bet all this money they're getting paid for this shit covers my dental, and because you're going to be losing teeth for sure. Oh yeah. I mean, you have a mouthpiece, but this is like a bare. This is not. Yeah,
this is bare knuckle. This is bare knuckle. It's a lot easier to break your orbital socket, break your cheekbone, all that stuff.
Way easier to damage yourself.
Yeah, it's super common in the bare knuckle fighting for them to break their hands. To break their hands. You lose an eye too. Yeah, you can lose a fucking eyeball. I swear to God, you can. Like, you could lose your damn ear. Like, everything. It's 100% more dangerous. And you guys want to sit here and talk about what shit people are doing wrong, what I did wrong. That shit right there is what's going on. Is what's wrong. They're paying these fighters good money and shit, but is that really a good safe? No, it's just what people want to see, people want to watch, and it makes money. And some of the women on there are hot, or some of the guys on there are UFC vets, or so it makes it cool. Like, dude, no, there's MMA, Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling, Olympics, all that shit. There's categories for this shit, and then there's bare knuckle shit. I feel like that's underground shit. Like, that should be left underground. That should be brought up, and let's make it a worldwide promotion. So now we got Paige Van Zant and Rachel Ostovich, I think, fighting. Oh yeah, on that, and they already fought each other on the UFC already. Rachel Ostovich, that girl's gonna ruin her life. She's gonna ruin her career, ruin her face. They're gonna have shorter lifespans.
She's gonna have no career because she also does OnlyFans shit. She's about to do bare knuckle fighting, and you do Instagram. Like, she makes money off of the Instagram alone. Off the OnlyFans shit alone, like modeling, because I know she does modeling alone, even with the UFC fighting money added onto that alone with that other shit that she's doing that's pretty much modeling.
Yeah.
She doesn't need this bare knuckle shit.
Yeah.
You're going to kill two birds with one stone. And what I mean by that is literally you're going to kill two careers with one move. You're going to do this bare knuckle fighting. And then when you get fucked up and your face is really jacked up and you might need plastic surgery or you're going to need some stitches, broken orbital bone, eyes, you're blind, your
like
lips all busted.
Nate Diaz has to get part of his bone
scar
here
tissue.
shaved. Part of his bone here has to be shaved off in order to fix the whole constant bleeding issue there.
Yeah, he has a lot of scarring tissue because he's hitting the face a lot.
Yeah, it's like with I do like the sport, the bare knuckle fighting, but I agree on that. You're gonna lead to a
modeling career too.
You're gonna kill your health too, because like Muhammad Ali, you saw all the stuff that happened with him, with all the shots that he was taking, and that was with boxing gloves. You do bare knuckle fighting, you're gonna very shorten your lifespan.
Straight blows to the head.
Yeah, it'll cause a lot more damage, a lot more lifelong damage. It's gonna take a lot longer to recover, and then like aesthetic, as you were talking about, for aesthetic reasons as well, it's gonna lead to a lot more surgeries needing to fix things, other issues that come up, and so on.
Boxing is like more dangerous. It's just straight blows to the head. There's no switch up. It's body
that's why
shots and blows to the head.
That's why there's been so many boxers that have died in the ring. Like 2020, there was an MMA fighter that died.
You get CTE at a young age. You will get CTE at a young age if you fucking like Jake Paul. Jake Paul said some shit about, I did a CAT scan on my brain.
Yeah, I think he was lying. I think he was lying through his ass on that.
Yeah, he was, and he was like, I wasn't sure, and then he tried to cover it up by saying he wasn't sure. He was joking, or
you can't even determine that until after you pass.
You came out publicly and said, "I just found out I have CTE." Like, how much clout do you need, bro? Yeah, how much publicity do you need? With your $14 million house having ass, how much do you need, bro?
I feel
how much?
I feel like too. It's like like trying to refer to that and use that as an excuse also takes away from real fighters too that are quite literally like the bare knuckle fighters. They're putting their life on the line just to make that paycheck and for the glory and fame of getting punched in the face and stomach repeatedly.
Go back to
bare
fucking
knuckles.
YouTube, bro. Go back there. Do your dumb shit over there. You don't belong in this fighting world. I'm just being honest, dude. You don't.
I feel like if they could fight some real fighters,
like
if they actually,
he's a real fighter.
Like
Canelo's a real
fight
fighter.
Tommy Fury.
Tommy Fury, yeah. I haven't seen or heard of Tommy Fury. I mean, I know who he is, but I haven't seen him fight recently. He's got old fights. I think he's like 5-0 or some shit like that.
I think so, yeah.
He's like 4-5-0.
And then being the younger brother of Tyson Fury, he's gonna have a good camp regardless. Like he has the money, he has the resources, and he has the right team to develop.
They're gonna
himself.
bring
his
each
older
other
brother
up.
is a champion, so
they're gonna bring each other up.
Yeah, I feel like if Jake and Logan can start fighting like real fighters that are like equal to their level and then start raising up, I feel like they could get that respect and be a lot better off. But yeah, as like Logan Paul talked in his interview with Brendan Schaub, that they're prize fighters. They're like, if there's be other celebrities or whatever or athletes that want to challenge to a fight, that let's go. But if it comes to like real fighters, like currently active, like current vicious ones, it's like no.
There's a thing with prize fighting. You see, you have to have a prize to fight for. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So the prize to fight for with this Logan Paul guy is what? When you come to the table, what are you bringing me to the table? Money. You're bringing me. Honestly, who are you for me to fight you and make all this money?
It's just for the payday. It's for the clout and the payday.
No, but that's what I mean. It's like, who are you to get in there with me and get this money that you are expecting so graciously? No, you aren't even on my level. And if you want, we can go do a sparring session behind closed doors, and I'll tell you right now, we won't speak on it. We'll fly there right now. We'll do something, and I'll tell you right now if you're worth my time after one round, literally. Because I'm not gonna sit here and put this publicly and do all this extra shit for some scrub. Literally, you have to have a name for yourself. I mean, I'm just talking if I'm just at a higher level than my opponent. If I'm speaking from
you don't want to be a rank 5 fighter fighting a rank 15 fighter.
Well, I mean, you could, But then there's a puncher's chance. Everyone has a puncher's chance.
Yeah, any man can be anybody on any day.
Yeah, anyone can. Yeah,
but it's like your skill levels. There are different skill levels.
But the main thing that factors in is the weight. The weight always factors in, and it's a pretty big thing when you're fighting. Like he's 160, and thank God this is an MMA fight, or this would be completely one-sided.
Yeah, yes, I feel like Logan would dominate
the shit.
Yeah.
Yes, if Logan grabs Mayweather, it is a wrap.
Yeah.
Duh. This is a boxing match, so it's completely a little different.
Yeah.
So you can't really touch. This is Mayweather shit, and he's over here making people bleed, hitting people harder. I've never seen him at all spar anybody in his gym made him bleed. I haven't seen that in his last fight at all. But these guys are so good. Spar real fighters, bro. Spar real fighters. Canelo is available. Triple G is available. Lomachenko is available.
See, and apparently
Crawford.
They do spar real fighters, like former champions.
The Charlo brothers.
I just don't know. That's all behind closed doors. That could be all he said, she said. I would love to see more of his.
Yeah, I don't see shit. I'm not taking their word for it.
Because the only stuff we have to work off with, like Logan Paul, is the fact that he fought the Gronkowski brothers, which are not fighters.
Yeah, they're not fucking. They're NFL players.
And then that one random dude in the red shorts that showed up at his house one time. Then you have the KSI fights. I would love to see training footage they both have with actual current fighters.
Yeah, what was that?
Like Jake Paul versus Mike Perry, that in the sparring and that. I felt like that was a good move up until Jake Paul decided to talk shit and act like
Perry
he dominated.
Fucked him up.
Yeah, but
we've all seen it.
Yeah.
Mike Perry put that work on you, boy.
Yeah,
and you're lucky they didn't release that publicly. He beat the brakes off you, dude, in that sparring match. So you want to talk about real fighters? Why don't you call out Mike Perry? Put his ass on the pedestal out there.
Oh, Mike Perry called him out already. He wants to fight him, but of course that got like wiped under the rug because Jake Paul started going after Usman.
wants to fight too, and fucking one of Conor McGregor's boxing partners wants to fight him. Who's actually looks like like a dog. He looks pretty good.
Yeah,
he's sitting in a fucking Lamborghini, so obviously he's got money. He's pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
I've seen some of his fights. Jake Paul, you pull up one fight of him losing to a black dude in America. Who gives a shit, dude? First off, that's one fight out of like how many did he win? Like a shit ton. So it's like you go and find his one loss to a black dude in America where he's knocked out on the floor. You know how he got that picture of him all fucked up from losing. Like I can go find tons of pictures like that of you getting fucked up too. Do the same shit, literally, of your face all scratched like Ben Askren did. Your face all fucked up after the Gibb fight. Like wow, I was after the Gibb. Wow. That little bitch did all that shit to you, bro. Like, that's embarrassing. So imagine what a real fighter would do to you. Like, literally. So I'm just saying, you're over here talking to people that are just...
That aren't fighters. That are not even starting out.
Not even close.
I feel like they definitely have they can have a chance to prove themselves, but I feel like Jake needs to pump the brakes on the antagonizing stuff because there's such thing as poking the bear too many times before you awaken the sleeping giant. But but I feel like if they start following the right track and start like taking on actual fighters, I feel like they could very well get that respect that they won. They have an opportunity to earn it. It's just based off their choices and who they fight. But we'll see how that goes though in the process.
Down the road, it's not going to go too much further. But what else do we got going on here?
I don't think we still got plenty of stuff, but I think I actually got to wrap it up. Yeah, 9:30. But we could definitely do this again sometime for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try to have Mitchell on too to talk about like aliens and stuff.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. UFOs and shit are everywhere.
Yeah.
These visitors are everywhere. Yeah. They're in your backyard just watching you sleep.
Yeah.
They're going to piss, fuck your girlfriend, all that shit.
Oh my God. Anyways, guys, so this is the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that subscription button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell. Drop a like too, and hey, even comment. See what kind of things you'd want us to talk about in the future or anything. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys. Thank you, JJ, for being on. It was a pleasure having you.
Do a bow, but I'm not going to stand, so I'll just...
Well, yeah. Yeah. But anyways, we'll see you in the next one, guys. See ya.